Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Week 17, the time when the Atlanta Falcons, 8-7, and Washington Commanders, 10-5, decide they might as well show up and give us a thrilling Sunday night game. If you're a fan of nail-biting moments, and I mean the kind of nail-biting that makes you question your life choices, then boy, do I have a game for you. First, let's talk about the Falcons. Atlanta just made the bold decision to toss their rookie QB, Michael Penix Jr., into the Lions' den, and surprise, he didn't completely fall apart. He threw for 202 yards and a touchdown, which honestly sounds like a win in a game where the most exciting part was their 34-7 blowout against the very formidable New York Giants. But sure, they're cruising. So here's the deal. They're sitting atop the NFC South with an 8-7 record, which, let's be real, is more of a we're not bad, but we're definitely not good situation. The rest of their season? Oh, just a couple of games where they'll fight for that divisional crown like they're auditioning for America's next top unlikely champion. Now, let's move to Washington. Oh, the Commanders, who are just over here having a blast with their first-round pick, Jaden Daniels. You know, the same guy who led Washington to a 36-33 win over the division-leading Eagles. I mean, sure, the Eagles are still trying to figure out how to stop a high school team from scoring. But hey, Washington's winning streak is real. They've strung together 3 straight victories, and suddenly, they're in the playoff conversation like that kid who wasn't invited to the party but still shows up with snacks and a winning attitude. Jaden Daniels, folks, has thrown for over 3,300 yards and 22 touchdowns this year, while also managing to lead the team in rushing because, apparently, the man just can't be stopped. Not to mention, Brian Robinson Jr. is doing his best to keep pace, racking up 729 yards and 8 touchdowns. This is a good team until they're not. But this week, it's the Falcons, so expect them to do their best not to mess it up. In terms of defense, Washington is sitting at a solid 19th in points allowed, but hey, they're 10th in yards given up, so it's like they're good at keeping things contained. Just don't expect them to actually stop anything on the field. But they're facing a rookie quarterback in Penix, and we all know how well rookie QBs do on the road. Spoiler, not well. Penix didn't even manage a touchdown in his debut last week. So, no big deal. He's just trying to get through this season without starting an international incident. So here's what I'm thinking. Washington's going to cover. Yeah, the Commanders are going to cover the spread because, well, rookie QB on the road? Against a defense that loves a good blitz? Yeah, good luck with that. And let's not forget, the Falcons' rushing attack isn't exactly going to be a walk in the park for Washington's defense. But considering they're 29th in the league against the run, maybe, just maybe, Bijan Robinson might surprise us. Or not. I wouldn't hold my breath. And as for the total points? Well, considering both teams have a habit of getting into shootouts when they shouldn't, let's take the over 46.5. It's bound to be a roller coaster of defensive mishaps, turnovers, and unnecessary drama. After all, who doesn't love a track meet with zero defense and every quarterback wondering if they made the right life choices? Prediction: Washington Commanders minus 3.5. Because Penix is still figuring out the NFL, and the Commanders? They got everything they need to win this one, except, a competent defense. But we'll ignore that for now. Prediction: over 46.5. Because scoring points is apparently fun when both defenses are meh at best. Alright, let's dive deeper into these game props because why not? Week 17, baby. Atlanta Falcons versus Washington Commanders. A matchup so riveting it'll make you forget about all the other playoff caliber games happening. But hey, we gotta make the best of it, right? Total field goals made over. Under 3.5 over. The magic of mediocrity. Both these teams love to drive the ball down the field, only to realize they can't finish the job. So, expect a few long drives that end in field goals because why not? The defenses are equally terrible at finishing the job, and both quarterbacks will likely end up looking for their kicker when things stall out. If you're not betting the over here, you might be living in denial. Just sit back and watch the field goal attempts pile up, because that's about all we're getting in terms of consistent production from these teams. Total turnovers over. Under 3.5 over. Here's the fun part. Turnovers. With 2 QBs who are either too green or too reckless, we're in for a turnover fiesta. Penix is still figuring out NFL defenses like someone trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with their feet, and Daniels, while talented, loves to make it interesting by throwing the ball like it's a grenade. I'd bet on the over here, because we're just one errant pass away from an interception, and don't even get me started on fumbles. This game will be a turnover buffet. You're welcome. Falcons total rushing yards over, under 120.5, over. Look, Washington's defense against the run is awful, and Atlanta has two solid running backs who, with the right amount of ball touches, could rip through them like they're going for a jog. Bijan and company are going to hit over 120.5 yards like it's a warm-up. If you're still waiting for the Falcons to establish the run against this defense, you're living in a parallel universe where things go according to plan. The Falcons will rush, and they'll rush hard, hitting the over with ease. The longest touchdown, over, under 40.5 yards. This one is truly the cherry on top of the football chaos Sunday. The way these two teams play, you can practically hear the defense coaches groaning as they pray for some kind of miracle to stop the inevitable bomb. You know, the kind of throw where the QB is just like, I'll send this one up and pray someone catches it. That's the vibe we're going for here. Let's break it down. First off, you've got Jaden Daniels, who is basically a walking, talking human highlight reel. The man has a cannon for an arm and a flair for throwing those what just happened passes that somehow end up in the end zone. And the Falcons defense? Well, they're not exactly known for their ability to stop deep balls. They're more like that friend who says, I'll catch up with you, right before they completely don't catch up. The Commanders are going to let at least one of those deep passes slip through their fingers. Now, flip the coin to Michael Penix Jr., the rookie QB who just spent the last week doing his best impression of a deer in headlights. But hey, he'll throw one of those was that a touchdown or a misfire type of completions. And if you've been watching Atlanta's offense, you'll know they're just one lucky connection away from a bomb. The Falcons aren't exactly efficient, but they sure do have the tendency to accidentally get huge gains downfield. So, why not put your faith in the deep ball? Let's be real, this game is practically begging for a few explosive moments. With defenses that seem more interested in creating unnecessary drama than actually stopping plays, you're going to get that 40-yard-plus touchdown, no problem. The only thing that might be more predictable than a deep ball here is the fact that someone on defense is going to miss the coverage. Why bet on a boring short-yard game when you can get in on the chaos? So, yeah, take the over on this one. The field is wide open, and both teams are happy to take those shots, even if it means watching everyone else scramble to figure out what went wrong. Because, let's face it, this game is going to end with at least one play that'll make you question your life choices. And that play is probably going to be a big one. Bet the over, sit back, and enjoy the long bomb show. Total sacks over, under 4.5, under. Neither of these QBs are statues, and the Commanders' blitzing doesn't exactly translate into consistent pressure. While you might see a sack here and there, this isn't going to be a sack fest. Penix will escape pressure, and Daniels will simply run around like a kid in a playground. Sacks are overrated in this one, so take the under, because who needs sacks when you've got quarterbacks who can run in circles and throw interceptions instead? So there you have it. Week 17's thrilling display of football where rookie QBs, questionable defenses, and a whole lot of unfulfilled potential all collide in a glorious mess. Place your bets accordingly, because this game is either going to be a masterpiece or a dumpster fire. Either way, you can't lose. Or maybe you will, but that's the fun of it. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.